Hello everyone. Welcome back to another NTW3 video. I haven't said that in quite a while. Today I will be playing as the glorious 7-pointer British faction for the 1805 Corps or 1809 Corps, 1805 or 1809. Actually, let me check the uniforms of the other people. So yeah, I'm playing some sort of British nation. We're playing corps over here. We have 3 Austrian allies. Karl von Österreich. Okay, no, I think this is 1809. So we're sort of like a British expedition, apparently the Walkaren expedition. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But we have 3 allies, one of them led by Österreich, Karl von Österreich. So I think that's him. Don't know how to pronounce that. And I think this guy is this guy, and then the third guy, Bring Back Militia, is the guy in the back here. And they're all playing Austria. We have our opponents who are playing Theatres of War. So the only one I recognise out of that is the Rhinebund one, so that's great. I love not being able to recognise the French factions by looking at them, so that's very nice. So just glancing over our allies' armies, we have a 11-pointer here, complete with many Grenadier units. In fact, everything is a Grenadier unit. Every single infantry is a Grenadier. So this must be a Grenadier faction, I suppose. He's got some decent cavalry reserves and howitzers to line up in the back. So that's very cool. Over here we have the secondary Austrian army, who is led by Franz von Orsini zu Rosenberg. Very nice. He's got some pretty decent hussars units. Ooh, a Les Blancs, very expensive light cavalry. 2 of them, in fact. Very nice. And it seems like a very decent corps of infantry. Squareable Austrian infantry. I don't like taking squareable infantry. I don't know why. Anyways, over here we see our last ally, who has taken some Chevaliers, and basically the same thing. Austrian infantry, a couple of squareables here and there. Decent amounts of troops. There's a lot of squareables everywhere, which I'm not exactly fond of, but sure, why not? Our army is consisting of 1 heavy cavalry, 1 light cavalry. I could have brought the hussars, which for 1.5k, but I was not going to spend that much money on a light cavalry unit. I did spend 900 for this 12th Prince of Wales, so I better not lose this really easily. So I'm going to try and keep that in reserve for as much as possible. All the infantry is around 400 to 500 gold apiece, so all very expensive in my book. And again, I'm going to try and keep these guys as healthy as possible. With the exception of the foot guards, which have 190 men, and they cost about 1.3k. So all in all, very, very expensive units that hopefully will blast down the French as they advance upon us. Oh yeah, I also did bring this lovely artillery piece, which was again very expensive because I'm only a 7-pointer, but I'm hoping it could do something. Artillery usually helps me out a lot. So it looks like France is being quite aggressive here, going for the house. Houses now have been nerfed down to 55 men, and as such, only less than half of this unit is going to be able to fit inside the house there. France has garrisoned all his infantry around this side, and he is actually pushing up to support his artillery. Embedding? No, not embedding. Just making sure. Ooh, howitzer's opening fire. Did it kill anyone? Let's check. Oh, by the way, don't worry about my army. I am keeping an eye on the minimap to make sure nothing accidentally attacks me. Looks like kill. It doesn't look like he killed anyone. Yeah, it doesn't look like he killed anyone. I could be wrong though, I can't see the unit losses. So France is advancing very aggressively, but it looks like they are not going to assault the house just yet. If I were the Austrian player, to be perfectly honest, I would give up this position, because he's already got his artillery set up, he's firing canister, and this unit's already lost about 6 men trying to advance into it. And plus these are Grenadiers, so like they are more expensive than normal infantry. I wouldn't exactly want to waste them. by trying to secure this side. Is he giving? He is giving fire orders. Ah, clever. Very clever. So let's see if that actually kills anyone. It does. Alright, so he'll slowly whittle away that cannon over time. There's another 2 dead. Yeah, German Grenadiers for Austria are pretty good at shooting. They're a lot better at shooting than their infantry counterparts. So just keep an eye on our units, make sure that they're continuously moving up like that. Yeah, apparently there is a bit of lag. That's no problem though, that gives the French the fire glitch. Austrians no longer have it. Alright, there goes another 2. Yeah, he's going to slowly bring this thing down. Wow. Yeah, I heard in a patch that 9.0 made artillery a lot easier to kill. And that is true. I mean, just look at the carnage. He's massacring this poor unit. And it's broken. Well. Oh. French cavalry coming into the flank. Generally, this would actually be considered a very, very good idea. But all these guys are grenadiers. Most of them can square. So, France is going to have a really bad time trying to break through any of these points. Looks like he's not paying attention. His unit has got stuck, even though he's given an order to run away. Okay. French... What are these guys? French Dragoons versus Austrian Goons. Let's see who wins this battle. I don't know the quality of this Austrian unit. I'm pretty sure it's mediocre, but considering the fact that they are stuck on an Austrian square, means their morale is going to be tanking, and I do believe that without a general, that these guys, yeah, they'll be routed. There's no general nearby, there's no supporting units, and as such, they do get routed quite easily. I would give another attack order here to make sure they don't come back, but they're not going to come back anyway. So very good to the forward defences of the Austrians so far. They've taken out an artillery, they've taken out 1 cavalry, a very large French Dragoon unit, which is always very nice to take out in the early game. You know, I'm just hoping to see if I could get these British guys to actually shoot decently. France doesn't seem to be making any aggressive maneuvers over here. I think they're waiting for their allies to catch up. Howitzers are firing into this blob here. Into the camels, so yeah, obviously there's an orient with them. I wish that did more damage. Like when it directly hits onto something, I wish it did more damage, but ah well. Doesn't matter. This German Grenadier unit has taken quite the beating. My guys are still hidden over here. They do have cavalry in the reserve though, so I'm going to suspect that their line extends out like this. So let's keep scouting. Unfortunately, as soon as I get close to the enemy, I am going to start paying attention to my own army and not the rest of the battlefield, so yeah. That's the trade-off with doing things live. You can't exactly see the rest of the battle when you're fighting. I've missed so many epic moments because of that, because I'm focusing on my own army. More and more. Holy schmoly! Yeah, 18 pounders, if I presume. Right. Oh, and he's gonna stake the things. Very nice. Very clever. What is this unit? Hussars. Austrian Hussars. Huh. By Rheinbund. Okay then, I can easily beat that with a rear charge with the light cavalry. So what I plan to do, get into the rear here, flank charge onto this, destroy this, and that will accrue the cost of the 900 cavalry unit. Of course I could have done that with like a 500 gold unit, but ah well. So these guys are going to start blasting into these poor German infantry as soon as they go up. The French not making any attempts on the house just yet. In fact, they're losing a lot of men just trying to stand here. They're actually trying to shoot the house down, which, to be honest, without the firebug, they could have done. But considering these guys are just standing here, I'm quite sure they're being affected. And they're not actually firing. But this might be an assault on the house. It is. They are moving in that sort of weird direction, and these are Grenadiers, I think. You can tell by the size of a couple of their hats. No, no, they're not doing it. They saw the cavalry coming in. Very nice. Is Austria making a designated push through here? How brave, but quite foolish in my opinion. His troops are quite fresh, but he is going to get stopped by some camels. And he did lose 10 on the charge. Yeah, I don't think this is the greatest idea for Austria, because I am actually sure that this Austrian Dragoon unit will probably lose. He is getting fired upon by his own artillery. He's lost another 30. He needs to retreat out of that. He really does. He has no general. I mean, he does have a general, but really this is not a good position to be in. He's lost the Dragoon unit. Wow. I don't know how expensive that was, but oh my. Oh, you shot the church. That sucks. So the Dragoons have been completely wiped out, leaving the Austrian flank completely exposed almost. But the French camels are going to be smart. They're not going to continue into all these units. They are actually going to withdraw. I am not enjoying the large lines, like these 2 to 3 column lines over here by the Austrians. I don't know whether or not that's the smartest tactic to use, considering the smaller lines you've got, the more sort of, how do I say it, the less damage each individual unit takes. Because right now he's got 2, 4, 5 lines facing off against 2, 4, 6, 7. So there's 7 units firing into 5 lines, which means he's going to take a lot more casualties, if that makes sense to any of you chaps. Alright, French are now going in for the house. Austrians firing down upon them, killing many a man. I don't know if this Grenadier will actually make a good dent to that, because he still has so many people in reserve. So yeah, I think this Grenadier unit is going to die. He's not even attacking them. Oh, there's already people inside the house. This unit, he has 2 Grenadiers. Nice little middle guard. Anyway, the reason why I'm sending my guys far, far wide. Ouch. Killed 7. The reason I'm sending my far guys is because I think there's a French army. French. What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? I can't tell. Dragoon. That's why they haven't spotted me yet. Okay. I'll try and take that. I don't really want to advance into the range of the 6-pounders over here, but nope, more cavalry, we've got to move. I don't know if that's Oriental Dragoons or something, but I'll send my heavy cavalry over to match them. Looks like the French have lost 1 infantry unit, and it also looks like they're about to lose their Grenadiers. They're assaulting the house over here. Yeah, this house is really nice to defend, apparently. Look at them. Those Austrian Grenadiers fighting down. Yep, these guys are fleeing from the field, it seems. At least I think they are. One bad thing about not having any cavalry nearby my army, though, is that if one cavalry decides to come up and take my artillery, he will do so. I will not be able to defend against it. Austrians are here. How do we do this? So I saw 2 cavalry units here. With the British Dragoons, I am sure that I can easily win that fight. And they'll either have to withdraw, but they can't withdraw because I'll be able to catch up to them. So I should be able to destroy those 2 cavalry units, get into the flank, kill anything over here that might need killing. move on and carry on with my life. Austrian sending more cavalry over to my flank. Cool, I guess. Looks like they think that this flank is pretty much secure for the moment being. Not sure about that, but okay. Ooh. Or maybe do I turn and take out the French cavalry that's trying to scout here? Decisions. I could either go after these guys or these guys, but he might have support from over here. If I had a general nearby, I could easily take him. Nah, he'll see me and he'll stop. But I might as well try my best. My units are way too slow. He will see this, and if he doesn't see it, I'll be very disappointed in this French player. There you go, yep. He knows. He definitely knows. Are you nuts? He wants to attack heavy cavalry. I have called his unit, which means he is going to suffer a debuff. These are lancers right here. He will try and lure me onto his things, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to be allowed to maneuver onto there. So, zoom out the cannons just a bit more. Push up infantry onto the flank. We're gonna be attacking through here. Is that an enemy? Was that enemy infantry? How odd. Okay, so we took out a Polish lancer. Very good. We only lost one. This cavalry here, do they know? Yeah, they definitely know I'm here. So we'll take them whilst they're isolated. We'll unlimber the artillery here. We need to bring up the infantry to protect the artillery. And I would also love for my infantry to start. Come on, get up there. It looks like the house has been destroyed. Ah, no, down to 50%. So they're going to destroy the house. So there's much more cavalry over here. So there's an entire army on this flank. It seems to me that they've sent an entire army here, so I'm not going to engage that whilst they have infantry support to run away to. He'll be smart with that. Let's target back here. Yeah, right there. That's where the cavalry is. In fact, let's try and lure the French to come out of their hidey holes and attack us over here. Do we want to push up? That is the question. I think we do. Nice, good hit there from the artillery. Killed a guy. If we could aim right there. Okay, multiple infantry units. Yeah, no, I don't want to get caught out like in sort of like pincer over here, so I will withdraw. Even though it looks like these guys aren't exactly the best of the aggressive players. Just in case, I will withdraw cavalry. There's no need for me to be aggressive at the current moment, just for now. I am spreading out my units like this just in case he wants to begin firing at me with cannons, because he could easily start switching over. And I'm going to push all my units through like this, around onto this flank to attack either whatever the hell he has over here. Okay, he is overextending himself. Perhaps I could go in there. Because the French cavalry is... I mean, it won't beat British heavies as long as I keep the British heavies facing forward, so... But he will notice. He'll notice and he will withdraw. That's the thing that's keeping his cavalry alive. And he has infantry in the rear. Yeah, so it won't be able. I won't be able to do this. Much infantry. Right. Okay. Let's hold this British unit here. Let's bring it a bit closer over here, just in case. This poor old Grenadier unit has served its purpose, but it is going to get killed right now. Austria, I think, has abandoned that for a bit to wait for his allies to catch up. Right, yeah, okay. What is that? What unit is that? It looks pretty heavy. Ah, Grenadier la Cheval. That will kill everything I have. Okay, so what to do? Let's push up through here. I'm not afraid of any cavalry that tries to attack my flank, because I could easily just go in. So is this Imperial Guard? Let's check over this. No, 12 pointer-ish. Some sort of 12 pointer, 1806 faction, which is why they have that. Alright. Let's try and wedge these two apart. Oh, hey, hey, hey. No. No. I'm not that big of an idiot. I am an idiot, but not that big of one. Come on. Come on, give me credit here, will you? Let's give it fire over there. You irritate me. What kind of cavalry are you? Only chasseurs could be taken. Nah, this guy's pretty decent. Let's try and split their armies off. Create a wedge. That means I'll be surrounded, but I don't care. I'm British. I'm a British faction. Don't care about being surrounded. So I'll leave one unit here to sort of like pretend that there's something there. I am going in alone though. I am facing two people. Tactics dictate I retreat. Yeah. Because this guy can easily surround me if I'm not careful. Try and blob charge me. Even though I have Austrian cavalry, I don't have supporting infantry, so I am kind of alone here now that I realize it. So yeah. Yeah, maybe I should have just immediately retreated. Whoa, that's nice. I'll unlimber my this. But this guy, he doesn't seem overly aggressive. He looks like he's just going to sit there. So I could leave only like 2 units here. That'll keep him contained, hopefully. For the most part. This guy seems a bit more smarter, and he's the guy I should really look out for. Orient cannot muster a cavalry force large enough to kill me. Austria is coming over to support. Let's line up here. Maybe get a lucky volley off if he gets into range accidentally. Orient wants to give chase, but Austria should, once Austria comes across, he should be able to, well, help me out. But yeah, I do need to withdraw. I do need to withdraw. If he charges me, I'm not so fond of my chances at winning the charge. Again, he has Lidieu. If I could get the Ledoux onto a square, then I'll easily win that, and that might give me a chance. How close is the Austrians? That will take some time for them to get to me. So I'm going to hold over here along. I might give up the ridge. Do I give up the ridge? Yeah, I think I give up the ridge line. Or do I stand and fight? Stand and fight or give up? Stand and fight, I think. We're British, are we not? We shall not give up to these Frenchmen. No, sir. Battle lines are being drawn up here. Yeah, this guy's still camping. So I'll pull you back slightly. So he'll withdraw there. This guy is clever. I like him. He's trying to slowly catch me off guard here. I like him. This will be an interesting game of maneuver. So what is he trying to do? I'm trying to spread my lines out as much as possible because I have the ability to do that. All my units can square. That's the great thing about Britain. You could have one unit here and there taking up an entire flank and it'll be safe. That flank will be safe. It seems like the French player has finally come over, but he's too late. I've already withdrawn to a decent position so that they can't possibly encircle me. That is, of course, if I don't move my army, but this little maneuver has forced him to push back. He should immediately start coming back again, though, to try and take me out as his allies advances. Where's my artillery? Let's keep the withdrawal going with you. And we need to get to these trees here so I can stop him from going around me with Ledoux. Yep, he's turning his men to go that way further. This will be interesting. I am hoping our allies... I don't know. I am a 7-pointer. This is a 10-pointer. We've got 17 points on the side, facing off against half an 8, and whatever this is. So that means we have an advantage in points here, and theoretically we do need to attack here. But the problem, of course... that we face is that we aren't exactly built for attacking. This unit doesn't form square as well. Okay. Interesting maneuvers so far. But yeah, this is a danger point. I can't form square with this unit, which means I need to withdraw this guy slightly. This is very dangerous right here. He has consolidation of troops over there. Shoot, some of these units can actually form square. Never actually noticed that. He's going to try and charge in. Let's let him for a bit and then form square once ready. He'll get stuck on that, which is good for us. He'll lose some men. Yeah, I'm in big danger here. Don't have the cavalry to properly support. And I have an unsquareable on this flank. This will be very interesting. I am falling back. He didn't charge though, he only shot. So is this a shooter or is this guy a blobber? What is this unit? Looks like a massive grenadier column. So yeah, he is a blobber, he will charge through there. So I'm gonna need my foot guards probably to shift over a flank. We've secured the right from enemy cavalry, which means he'll have to go straight down the center into me if he wants to make any plays. But yeah, he will make a play here, he will charge.
Sir! Sir! Our general is under attack!
Okay, that's square, he should get caught on it very easily. Battle lines are being drawn up finally. And now we pray that the British bullets are good enough. I need to withdraw my light cavalry out of this sort of situation. Very interesting. Let's wrap around this flank, we have extra infantry. Oof, bad volley. Ouch, 7 men, yeah, that unit is very strong. But we are avoiding a sort of... No, not doing it yet. Perhaps on the right, maybe. Nah, it's not that dumb. He'll retreat. Very nicely done, French player. You see that you can't exactly charge through here anymore. And you're being outflanked. I like this guy. Don't know who he is, but I like him. It's making me think. This artillery is useless. If I were to hunker down on my artillery, he would retreat. And if I were to do that, I would have to try and protect the artillery, which means it would be a weak point in my line. So for the current moment, it is quite useless. We have a proper firing line though. The Orient player is holding his ground into a proper gunfight. I will make no means to try and move him from that, because a gunfight is actually what we want from these French people. So I will not... The only reason this guy will retreat is, yep, he's going to start losing his lines here to the Austrians. This guy needs to fall back with his allies, because they can't win the gunfight. That's the thing here. He will start retreating. Cavalry's coming down. He's going to attack the skirmishers. Unfortunately, he has no cavalry to support that properly. Maybe I can help with Dragoons? Nah, it's not needed. He's got Chevaliers coming up. Okay. So I did lose quite a lot of men there. He did do a couple of really nice maneuvers, which lost me a couple of men. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spread out my line, sort of. Give some more space, because I don't want to be caught out like last time in a position in which I'm all clumped up like that. So I want to be able to actually get around him. He will retreat. He's going to try and lure me in by moving this way, and at the same time try and maybe go around my flank through here. But if he were to do that, he needs to bring his Grenadiers all the way over here, because he can't exactly charge with, what is this, light infantry, right? Yeah, light infantry. So this is a shooting corps right here. It's meant for shooting, which is interesting. The way this guy is setting up his army is interesting, and here I think he's making a mistake. I think his Grenadiers should be made over here, unless he's distracting me over here to then push through here, which I'll prepare for just in case via having heavy cavalry in reserve. And if he starts pushing through here, I will withdraw slightly, allow the Austrians to tank the brunt of the damage, and then sound a retreat. This unit cannot form a square, so it's a really dangerous point. Ah, he is moving his head. Okay, this is interesting. But he leaves his Grenadiers. Oh, bad form up. So let's see how this plays out. He's now moving his entire army to the right. He's trying to consolidate his troops. Very good person. Trying to consolidate and maybe go around me. So let's actually pull back, because he might do a bayonet charge through here. To go through here. So yeah. Let's bring the heavy cavalry over. So he has a superiority in numbers here. Yep, you're dead. His Grenadiers are pushing up. That's not good. Okay, so yeah, he is definitely a shooter. He's trying to shoot me down. Let's push you over here. He's got even more cavalry in the reserve. Again, I'm in danger. He's caught me unprepared a bit. He won't charge. He won't give a charge order, but I still need to give that. Any withdrawal out of that fight? Do I need a... No, don't need to inspire just yet. He's bringing the dew in. So he could charge me right now. I would not have the capacity to really stop him.
Our men are running for us.
Unlimber. Yeah, this guy's got me for the most part. Charging my Grenadier Guard. This will be an interesting fight. One which I don't know if I could win or not. Looks like I'm beating back some of his initial units. Ledew's gone. I think that's... Is this Ledew? This is a Cuirassier unit. Square. That'll shoot into the flank of the enemy. I have to hold you in melee.
Our men are running, sir.
Rally. Everything depends on these couple of seconds. His unit should start breaking though. He's got multiple... He's got his army routing penalty. Ouch. Shouldn't have charged. Shouldn't have given an order. You should have waited a bit. No problem though. Keeps them squared. Shoots his general. Got him. Charge through there so he doesn't get a shot off on my square. Go into melee. No, melee. Okay. Still a couple of reserves, I should have thrown them in over here. Alright! Decent. A good opponent. He knew what he was doing. Yeah, that is right. He had an army of shooters. If he had more grenadiers, if he built a proper 1806 army complete with many more grenadiers, it would have been a lot more deadlier fight and a lot more in his favour. I did have Austrian cavalry with me, which did help me a lot, and because Austria was over here, I could basically spare up my entire army to sort of deal with it. But yeah, that was very well played. I am going to run down these troops though for, you know, kill feed reasons. But this does allow us to now push on and wipe out the rest of the French armies on this flank. So, yeah, sorry for not commentating much during that. I don't know how I sound. But that was a very good battle. I enjoyed that one. It made me think. There's not many battles that you can actually face against an opponent who's decent, who knows what he's doing, who's trying to attack you, who's using his advantage. I think he overcommitted on that one though. He should have waited a bit. maybe let the attack over here happen to just distract Austria for a bit. Because a distracted Austria would have been better than nothing. Plus the fact that there's Grenadiers, so I think this is it right here. I don't know if this is Grenadiers or not, but it looks like it. Whatever it is. The large unit, it was on his other flank, so it took some time to get to me. And I think by the time it did get to me, there were so many morale penalties that we managed to shoot it down before it even got into melee. Austria should easily be able to clear up anything over here now. And that should be the game. And that's why you glance at the minimap. If you always glance at the minimap, you'll find cavalry behind you everywhere. Doesn't matter though, I think this thing will... They're very tired, it looks like. Austria's got some very tired things. I think he's gonna get the answers. France is falling back. We should really just charge over here. We have momentum, we have fresh cavalry. He's got nothing really. Okay, I think that's enough. They won't come back. Except for maybe this one. That looks like it might come back. Ah, one of them already did. Screw it. I'll send one infantry unit to deal with these. Should be good enough. So let's actually, you're in range, so let's begin firing upon you, because why not? You can actually fire over the troops' heads and get out into the cavalry if you want. Sort of like what this guy was doing over here, except you're going through units. Don't know if that's allowed or not, but I haven't seen a rule saying you can't target units behind other units. Let's see if this actually works. It says they're firing? Yep, it works. I wonder if that actually kills more people over here than it would. Nah, I don't know. But yeah, all in all, I think my Grenadiers held off very nicely. They were the ones to bear the brunt of the charge. He got real lucky. Bring up the general. It's not run just yet. Now he's got his cavalry charging to the right. Don't know where that's going. Oof! Let's go! Now's the time for victory! That unit won't reload in time. Go forth, gentlemen! And you'll be dead soon. French morale, gentlemen. The most perfect morale in the world. Oh, General's getting a bit too of himself there. A couple units did come back. A lot of units, in fact. What is this? Austrian These aren't even French people. That's Austrian Grenzers. Intriguing. I think that's Rhineland. Don't know. Is this a player? Pretty sure it isn't. Is it? No, he's running his men. He's not a player. Oof. Rip. I do believe that's actually that unit routed.
Our men
Yeah.
are running, sir.
Oh well. Close range volleys are still really, really effective, it seems. Our allies have managed to push through here. Very nice. It's a shame. I would have loved to kill the artillery. I like killing artillery, but no matter. As long as they're dead, I suppose it doesn't matter. Let's actually turn a unit or two around. Ah, lovely NTW3 AI. Best AI there is in the game. Right. Last units are down here in the center. They'll be dead quite soon. There's even a unit all the way back here. Who gave you permission to come back?
We have killed their general, sir. Now they must break.
Is that a full unit of enemy cavalry? Looks pretty fresh. Dragoons. Oh no, they just killed their brother! Austrian Dragoon versus Austrian Dragoon. Rest in peace to that poor man over there.
We have killed their general, sir. Now they must break.
Okay, British Kingsguard versus Austrian Dragoons. Let's see who emerges victorious on this fight. I'm hoping my Dragoons do, even though they're exhausted. We do have cavalry supporting from the rear, and we are, of course, heavy cavalry. Though we are losing a couple of models, we did win it in the end. This is a fun battle. I will put this up on YouTube. It wasn't really fun after the big fight, but yeah, GG's everyone. I will stop the video here because, well, nah. Sometimes I guess people like to know what the stats of everyone were, but my stats are going to be inflated because I farm kill. Farm killing is fun. Come on, nobody can deny that. It's fun. And it's not against the rules, so I'm going to continue doing it. Not against the rules. It's fun. Right. Is this guy a player? He's sending his general over to his infantry. Bum 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 da 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 dum ba da dum bum ba da da da. Regiment, reload your muskets, please. Regiment, advance. Bum 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 ba da dum bum ba da da ba da. Oh, this would make a perfect screenshot. Oh, right, 1 second. There we go. Bum 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 ba da ba da da ba da da ba da. Ba da 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 bo bo da bo bo ba da da bo bo. Bo da bo bo da da bo bo. Ba 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 bum ba da da ba dum. Thank you, gentlemen. Reform targets. Oh wow, good shot. Good shot again. Ah, there we go. Fortunate we didn't kill the general, but oh well. No issue whatsoever. Good game, gentlemen. Good game indeed. Screenshot. Let's see, 400, 2000. What? I didn't get the most ki- Oh my god! I hate this game so much. What? This guy stole all my kills. Look at him. I'm just kidding. GG's. Unlucky for the French players, although it could have went the other way if they'd pushed through me easily enough. But yeah, those are the stats. GG's everyone. Have a good one. See you all around.